Welcome to the Riley Rally, presented by Fager Drinker.
We are your Riley champions.
As Riley champions, we serve as ambassadors for Riley and the community.
We're just a few of the countless kids that have been helped by Riley.
Our work has been a little different lately, but we are still supporting Riley in virtual ways.
When times get tough, we know how to come back stronger and harder than before.
That's why we are coming back to serve one more year as 2021 Riley champions.
Part of being a champion is honoring the Chad Cowan spirit of Riley.
Chad passed away in 2018 while serving as a Riley champion.
He never stopped advocating for Riley, and his dedication inspires us.
All of us are proud to have this chance to continue giving back to the hospital we love.
We also have a surprise in store for you.
There will be much smaller Riley champions, and you will get a chance to meet them tonight.
We want to say thanks to Kroger for sponsoring the Riley Champions program.
And we want to thank you for being here tonight.
Riley kids like us are wanting to say thank you to Riley donors like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So, are you ready?
Let's get this Riley Rally started.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Riley Rally presented by Fager Drinker. I'm Trisha Lawless and I'm your host this evening. Well, so many of us could use a big burst of hope in 2020. Are you with me? Well, the Riley kids you'll meet this evening will certainly provide that burst of hope. We have three main purposes for gathering tonight. Creating a huge show of love and support for our Riley kids and families, first and foremost. Showing you the impact of your donations at Riley Hospital. And raising urgent funds to keep Riley strong during these tough times. So first, let's start with the love and support. So even in this virtual format, we want to show all the Riley kids and families who are watching this evening how many great people are out here supporting them. So would you please practice this with me? You're going to make the heart shape with your hands. And sometime during the rally, we would love to have you snap any kind of photo with your cell phone showing your heart for Riley kids. And then you can just post that photo to social media. Use the hashtag #RileyRally. And you can mention us at Riley Kids if you'd like. Include your message of encouragement for Riley kids so they can see it. And then if you make sure the privacy setting for your post is public, we'll be sharing some of those photos and posts later in the rally. All right, second, we're going to show you the impact of your donations on Riley Hospital and Riley kids. We're going to take you inside Riley Hospital for some updates on exciting progress that is happening there. And we'll introduce you to our new class of Riley Junior champions who all have experience riding in these beloved red wagons. And third, we're raising funds for Riley's Child Life program. You're going to hear more about Child Life throughout the evening, but it's a program that comforts kids and it calms their fears. It helps them feel safe. And now at a time when, as we know, the world can feel extra scary and uncertain, kids need the Child Life program more than ever. That might sound like a lot to cover, but we're expecting to be done in about 45 minutes. Short and sweet evening planned for you. As you may have heard, the Indianapolis Colts are matching all donations from individuals that are made through December 31st, and that's up to $150,000. But that's not all. We're joined by Murray Clark, a partner with Fager Drinker, our presenting sponsor, and Murray's also a member of the Riley Children's Foundation Board of Governors. In fact, he was named the new chair of the foundation's board earlier today. He's going to tell you how Fager Drinker will make your donations go even further if you give this evening.
It's an honor to be here as both chair of the Riley Children's Foundation Board and as a representative of Fager Drinker. Fager Drinker's roots in Indianapolis date back to 1863, and we are proud of our long history of supporting our community. In fact, service to others is one of our firm's core values. One way we can continue to serve our city and state is by investing in the future. And there is no more powerful way to do that than by ensuring all children have the best chance to grow up healthy and strong. That's why Fager Drinker is offering an extra match for the first $15,000 in individual donations made during the Riley Rally. That's on top of the existing year-end match. So if you're one of the first to give this evening, your donation will be tripled. Please consider making a donation now for our kids, for our community, and for our future.
All right, the math is simple. A double match means that your $100 gift tonight becomes $300. A $1,000 gift becomes $3,000, etc. We are so grateful to Murray and to Fakery Drinker and to the Indianapolis Colts for their generosity. We want to mention Murray is also making a terrific personal gift this evening, so thank you to him for that. And we're hoping to reach $100,000 through this event tonight. As you can see, we have a head start because of the generous sponsors who are listed at the bottom of this event page. We have more than $37,000 in donations so far. That $15,000 Fakery Drinker match starts right now. If you'd like to help us get this total up, you can donate right here on the webpage, rileykids.org/RileyRally. And we'll be coming back to this to show you some updates throughout the program. We're very excited for what this can do for the kids tonight. Well, I really wish I could see you all who are watching. I wish I could see a show of hands because I'm very curious how many of you who are watching have heard of a child life specialist. Now, if you're a Riley family, I know you know all about them. Our team thinks of child life specialists as Riley's comfort experts. Their entire job is dedicated to helping kids and families cope with the challenges of being in a hospital. Our child life team is essential to the fabric of Riley Hospital, but insurance doesn't pay for their work. Donors do. So our priority tonight is to raise $100,000 to make sure the Riley Child Life team has the support they need to keep working that magic. We want you to take a look at a video now. You may notice not everyone is wearing a mask in the video, and that's because many of the moments that we're going to show you were captured before the pandemic, and that's true for some of the other videos you will see. But you can rest assured Riley is taking every precaution right now to protect against COVID and keep families safe. Take a look.
When COVID hit, we, much like all other team members at Riley, really created a plan that enabled us to still serve patients and families. And so we, with the hospital, kind of came up with some different ways that we could still serve patients who were COVID positive or being tested for COVID, but still meeting their needs without putting PPE at risk or putting staff and families at more risk. And so we pivoted a little bit in that area, but in other areas, we really provided just continued increased support because families, as COVID hit and as the pandemic continued, really were alone in the hospital without family support with them. Right now, especially where the world is with the pandemic, we know that a lot of people are wondering, what do we do with our finances next? My family has had to look at that and see, where do we extend support? Where do we need to pause support? And that's a really hard choice to make. And so when you're considering donating to Riley, specifically to the Child Life team or to any family support team, just recognizing that your dollars are truly making an impact for hundreds and hundreds of kids. So each of our specialists see between 8 and 20 kids a day, every day, using their skills to help them feel really comfortable, to help them process what's happening in the hospital, to help prepare them for what's coming next. And that's because of the donor support that's happening through your generous giving. It directly helps kids smile in the hospital. It helps kids be kids in the hospital, and it helps them cope with a really challenging situation on top of a global pandemic. And so we are just so appreciative considering your finances, considering sharing our story, and are just so grateful.
Huge thanks to Abigail and the Child Life team. I wish you could see them work in person, but hopefully that gave you just a taste of the kind of work that they do. Absolutely extraordinary. Well, the pandemic, as you may imagine, has created increased needs at Riley Hospital. And like many organizations, Riley Children's Foundation has felt an impact on fundraising. Safe to say Riley needs your support more than ever. So if you are able to give, we would deeply appreciate it. We're going to take another look at the fundraising total so far. Ooh, we're getting close to $40,000 raised so far for Riley's Child Life team. That's amazing to see, and we're excited to see the number slowly rising. Don't forget, if you would like to give, you can do so right on this page, rileykids.org/RileyRally. We want to take a moment to thank all the sponsors who've helped make tonight's rally possible. We're grateful to have an incredible corporate community that really stands beside Riley and behind Riley Kids day in and day out. As we mentioned, Fakery Drinker is tonight's presenting sponsor. The Indianapolis Colts are our year-end campaign sponsor. Messer is back as our child art partner for the year. Kroger is making the Riley Champions program possible. And please take a moment to look through this list of table sponsors. If you are with one of these companies, please know how much we appreciate your support at this time. And here's one more way you can help Riley this holiday season. You can order our holiday cards and ornaments at rileyholidaycards.org, which is also on this webpage. Once again, we want to thank Messer, the child art sponsor. You do so much for Riley at Messer. We do appreciate you. And we want to say thank you to these sweet and talented Riley kids who created the artwork this year for the ornaments. That is Lucy Byers, Lydia Aldridge, and Sydney Moss. Well, it's time now to join Riley Children's Foundation partner Bruce Kopp at Riley Hospital. It gets a lot quieter at Riley in the evenings, but Bruce is at a location that gets very busy during the days.
That's right, Tricia. I'm in the Wagon Corral here in the Riley Outpatient Center lobby. This is one of 2 locations at Riley Hospital where families can pick up a wagon to transport their child through the halls here. Now, the wagons have become a powerful symbol for the way Riley comforts children while providing exceptional care. Tonight, there are hundreds of children in their hospital beds here at Riley, and thousands more will come in and out throughout the week for outpatient appointments and surgeries here and at Riley's clinics across Indiana. Your generosity helps each and every one of those children. Let's hear now from Dr. Paul Hout, the Chief Operating Officer of Riley Children's Health. He provided us with updates on the progress happening here because of donors. Now, as a reminder, some of this footage was captured before COVID.
It warms my heart to connect with supporters like you as we celebrate Riley and Riley kids. There's always been something magical about Riley. The way our entire team surrounds each child and each family. The way our healthcare heroes walk with them on their journey. The way our red wagons cradle children with comfort. That magic has been especially potent this year. Our team has come together like never before in response to COVID-19. They rushed in to treat kids who contracted the virus and worked around the clock to keep others safe. From our ER nurses who serve on the front lines, to our custodial staff who disinfect every surface, to our research partners who are racing to help tame this virus. But I'm not just proud of what we did in response to COVID. I'm especially proud of what we did in spite of COVID. The pandemic has not changed the main reasons kids need Riley every day. Children across our state are still being diagnosed with cancer. They still need dialysis. Babies are still born with hearts that must be mended. So despite all of the uncertainty and all the challenges of the past several months, Riley has continued to do what Riley does best. We care for them, with compassion, and of course with skill. In fact, this summer we were honored to join an elite group of children's hospitals that are nationally ranked in 10 out of 10 pediatric specialties by U.S. News and World Report. And we're pushing ahead with plans to help even more families. We're adding new programs for expectant moms and their babies with complex health challenges, and we'll open our new maternity tower next year. We're growing Riley's footprint at IU Health North, and we'll continue to expand Riley services elsewhere around the state. We couldn't do this without our generous donors who believe that every single child deserves the very best care, and who are willing to donate to make this vision possible. This year has been challenging, but beyond that, it's been inspiring. And it's shown that nothing could ever stand in the way of our commitment to kids. Nothing can extinguish our Riley magic.
It is great to see how much our community is helping Riley persevere, overcome obstacles, and help even more kids. You heard Dr. Hout say that Riley is nationally ranked. In fact, it has 2 programs that are ranked in the top 5 by U.S. News and World Report. The urology program is ranked number 2 in the entire country, and the cardiology and heart surgery program is ranked 5th. So when we say you help make Riley one of the best children's hospitals in the country, that is not an exaggeration. And now, to zoom in on just one child whose life has been changed by Riley, meet my buddy Harry Grammer from Columbus, one of the children featured in our new Riley television commercials.
Meet Harry. He had aggressive cancer, and doctors recommended a stem cell transplant. Riley Hospital is the only place in Indiana for kids to receive these transplants.
I couldn't imagine going through what we went through without the support we had from Riley. Most families don't know anything about cancer, and we were one of those. We walked in there just scared and not knowing anything, and they walked us through everything. The staff, the nurses always were right there to help us. They were a true gift.
Today, because of Riley, Harry gets to play baseball, drive go-karts, and be a kid. Kids like Harry count on Riley, and Riley counts on you. Donate today at rileykids.org.
As you know, Tricia, I was there when we filmed the commercial with Harry. It is so good to see him looking so healthy and energetic today after all he has been through.
Oh, no kidding. It's amazing, the transformation. Thank you so much, Bruce. And thank you to Harry and his family for sharing so much of that amazing journey with us. We do want to take a moment now and check in on how our fundraising is going tonight. And we have an exciting update. Look at this. More than $54,000 now raised in support of Riley's amazing Child Life team. Thank you to every person who has decided to donate today, our corporate sponsors, and those of you individuals who are watching tonight. Remember that double match has been in place thanks to Fakery Drinker. And even once that is gone, the Colts are doubling the gift. So please give if you're able tonight. And now a special message from Dave Ricks, Chairman and CEO of Eli Lilly and Company and the outgoing board chair for Riley Children's Foundation.
Hello everyone. It's great to join you at the Riley Rally. I'm here for the same reasons you are, because I care about kids and I care about Riley. Right now, Riley needs us more than ever. Our community and our world are facing challenges unlike any we've seen. And Riley is feeling the impact of these same challenges. Now is the time for those of us who have the ability to step up. So I want to announce that my family and I are donating $10,000 to get us closer to today's fundraising goal. If you're able, I hope you will also join us in making a gift. Thanks to our special match opportunity, you can multiply the impact of your donation. As board chair of Riley Children's Foundation for the past 5 years, I've seen what happens when we come together and rally around Riley. You have helped Riley develop nationally ranked patient care programs, among the best in the country. Your donations have helped researchers discover new treatments for sick kids. And thanks to you, Riley is able to offer new services for expectant moms and their babies with complex medical conditions. We cannot let this progress stop because of the pandemic. So please join me in supporting Riley. Right here, right now. As our inspiring young supporters like to say at Riley Dance Marathons, let's give it all for the kids.
And we certainly thank Dave for his service to Riley. Thanks to him and his family for their generous gift. And we want to mention their gift was made in advance of tonight's event, so it didn't affect the $15,000 match from Fakery Drinker. Your contributions of every amount will make a huge difference tonight. If you haven't given yet, now's the perfect time to donate because we are already getting close to the conclusion of this event. Well, kids come to Riley for nearly every type of medical issue, and Child Life is a common thread that helps so many of them. That's why Child Life is our special focus for fundraising tonight. Child Life is also part of a broader culture of support at Riley, and we want to show you what that culture means to one Riley mom, Emily Cordero. Emily's daughter Selena spent many months on a ventilator in Riley's pediatric intensive care unit, the PICU as we call it. And that's because of a condition that affected her breathing. So here's one very emotional moment that Emily shared with our team during Selena's hospital stay in 2019.
I would say that, like, they do everything in their power to help, and you kind of just, like, grow. I'm gonna get emotional. It just really, like, made me feel comfortable with, like, leaving her here, because, like, the biggest thing is living so far. And leaving her here every day is, like, the worst part of knowing that they care so much about her. just make you feel better that she's taking care of and getting loved on. And like when mom's not here, she's getting some type of love.
Yeah, it's those authentic moments that make you really appreciate what Riley does for families on so many levels. Riley Children's Foundation President and CEO Liz Elkis had a chance to talk with Emily more recently and find out what a lasting impact Riley has made on their family. Here's Liz.
I want to welcome Selena's mom, Emily Cordero, to the Riley Rally. Emily, thanks for being here. We've been talking a lot about how Riley does so much more than take care of sick kids. The team wraps you in a warm hug and helps you get through the tough times. How did the support you received from Riley and Child Life help you when you couldn't be there with Selena?
They really helped me because I'm the type of person that loves to show affection, for them to know that like I'm here for you, I love you, and for me to not be there and show Selena that affection really hurt me. I'm gonna start crying already. And the nurses that were there really like loved her like they were she was their own, and I think that really helped me that I could call whenever, I could call like every 5 minutes, and they were like, you know, you're fine, we understand, we get it.
How is Selena doing now, and what is she up to?
She is great. She is running around. She is playing with her cousin Jax. She loves to play hide and seek or peekaboo with us. She loves to sing. So right now she's trying to sing along with Sesame Street or the Wiggles and stuff. So just to be able to hear her vocalize. She's very loud. So I know that was a big thing for me. When she did get her trach, we were not able to hear her in the beginning. So just to see how much she's progressed in that way and that loud vocalization and just putting those words together is just amazing. She's just a normal baby. She's just, you wouldn't think anything was wrong with her. She is just amazing.
Emily, what message do you want to send to caregivers at Riley?
I just want to say, keep on doing what you're doing. The compassion that you guys have for these kids means more than you know. I know a lot of the times it's hard to think that you're doing something because you don't get a lot of that appreciation. I want you to know that we appreciate you from the bottom of our heart, because without you guys and the compassion that you guys have for your job and take care of our kids means the world. And I just want to thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough.
That is simply beautiful. Thank you for sharing a little of your story, and we can't wait to continue watching her grow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She is amazing, and without you guys, I don't know where we'd be.
Thank you.
They're just a wonderful family. So glad they've been letting us in on their journey. Well, we have a little surprise in store for you. Emily's daughter, Selena, has a VIP opportunity this year. Let's go back to Bruce Kopp at Riley Hospital to tell us more. Bruce?
That's right, Tricia. Selena is one of 5 children selected to serve as our 2021 Riley Junior Champions presented by Kroger. These tiny kids and their families will join the returning Riley champions to raise awareness and funds throughout the year. We think they'll melt your hearts just like they do ours. 5 little hearts with big, bright futures because of Riley and because of you. Meet the inaugural class of Riley Junior Champions presented by Kroger. Selena, Jameson, Caden, River, and Lila. Selena Lipscomb was born with a rare, life-threatening pulmonary condition that can cause breathing problems, apnea, or respiratory arrest during sleep. She spent 6 months at Riley Hospital and needed a tracheostomy to help her breathe. Now looking forward to her 2nd birthday, Selena only needs a ventilator at night. She is an energetic toddler who talks nonstop and loves playing in water, dancing to Sesame Street, and being outside.
Our daughter Selena Lipscomb can laugh, sing, dance, and play, all because of Riley. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for you guys. We love you so much. Thanks, Riley.
Jameson Dolan began his Riley journey before he was born, when an ultrasound revealed he had organs developing outside his abdomen. The Riley Maternal Fetal Medicine team prepared for his complex birth and managed a serious maternal complication for his mom Sheila as well. Today, Jameson receives ongoing treatment from doctors in several Riley specialties, including urology, ranked 2nd in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. His favorite things include Marvel superheroes, Mickey Mouse, cars and trucks, basketball, swimming, and playing with his sisters.
I am so grateful to Riley for saving both Jameson's life and my life. If it weren't for the Maternal Fetal Medicine Center, our outcome could be very different. My hope for Jameson's future is that he can grow to have a happy and fulfilling life and do all the things he could ever dream of doing.
Caden Rogers was born prematurely at 24 weeks gestation. Once considered the sickest baby at Riley, Caden required 6 months of care to grow strong enough to go home. Today, Caden loves playing at the park, watching Paw Patrol and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and eating Cheetos. His mom, Shaquila, was so inspired by her family's journey that she began working in the Riley Pediatric Intensive Care Unit and recently completed her nursing degree.
Riley gave Caden a chance to survive and thrive, and our family is so happy to be able to help other Riley kids. When I picture Caden's future, I hope that he knows that he was given that fighting chance and that he can do anything in this world that he wants.
River Harbin was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy at birth and had his first heart surgery at Riley when he was 7 days old. His heart health took a tough turn in 2018 and he became critically ill. Decisive care by River's medical team helped him survive several crises that required ECMO life support and 158 days on the Berlin heart. On May 29, 2019, River received his hero heart in a transplant operation performed by Riley pediatric heart surgeon Mark Turrentine. River busted out of Riley Hospital and went home just a few weeks later. Today, the 5-year-old is in preschool and loves dinosaurs, sharks, fishing, and swimming.
To everyone who supports Riley, we want to say thank you.
Thank you!
You gave us the chance to watch River grow and thrive, and when we picture his future, the sky is the limit.
Lila DeArmond was just a few days old when Riley surgeon Troy Markle removed life-threatening cysts from her right lung. She spent 74 days at Riley Hospital, including Halloween, when she dressed up as a Riley nurse. Lila went home just in time for Thanksgiving. Now, 1-year-old, Lila continues to receive follow-up care from Riley specialists. She loves scooting around the house, watching Minnie Mouse and Daniel Tiger, and playing with her older brother Daniel and his toys.
Thanks to Riley, Lila is able to breathe and grow and develop as a healthy girl. Because of Riley, we were able to bring our baby girl home and live happily as a family of 4.
These remarkable children are growing and thriving because of Riley and its dedicated supporters. Just imagine what else they will accomplish because you gave them a fighting chance. How can you not be inspired by those faces? And here is one more source of inspiration that leaves a lump in our throats every time we walk through the Riley Outpatient Center lobby. This quote is from the late Dr. Morris Green, who served as physician-in-chief at Riley Hospital. "Let all who walk this way know that Indiana cherishes her families, that she loves her children. In this very special haven, no child shall cry unheard, none shall walk alone, and no mother or father shall be friendless." Tonight, we hope every child, mother, and father here at Riley knows that they are not walking alone and they are surrounded by friends who care. Tricia?
Bruce, just a beautiful quote. Thank you. And we certainly know Riley families are not alone tonight. Let's take a look at the progress toward our $100,000 fundraising goal. And what an amazing outpouring of support we have seen. $116,501 have come in so far. And it's not too late. If you would still like to give, you can give on this event page, rileykids.org/Riley Rally. And you can even donate after our program. These donations are much needed and will be put to immediate use, helping kids and that incredible Child Life team. Thank you, donors, to everyone who stepped forward tonight. And we have one more ask of you. Just save the date for December 1st. That's our Riley Junior Champion Jameson smiling at you. December 1st is Riley Giving Tuesday, and we'll have more special matching donation opportunities, plus celebrity giving ambassadors helping us with live interviews on our Riley Kids Facebook page. All right, speaking of social media, Yes, many of you took the time to post some photos showing your heart for Riley kids and your support during the hour. Here are just a few of those great submissions that we've gotten. People have used the hashtag Riley Rally. We're seeing some hearts. Oh wow, someone screenshotted me doing the heart. That's fun. I see some very familiar faces, and wow, love is pouring in for the Child Life team and Riley kids. It's so amazing to think all of you who are watching have some tie to Riley, whether it's a staff member, whether you're a patient family in the hospital tonight, or maybe you're at home in between treatment. Maybe you're someone in the community who just has a big heart for kids, a corporate sponsor. Each and every one of you made a difference tonight, so thank you. And we're sure the families can feel all that goodwill surrounding them tonight. As we get ready to say goodbye, we want to give you one more look at why Riley mattered so much to our community. Kids count on Riley, and Riley counts on you. Thank you for being here.
I can absolutely say that hope happens here. I owe every smile that I get from that little girl, and every giggle and every curly hair on her head. I wouldn't have that if it wasn't for the excellent care that she got here from her surgeons and her cardiology team and the nurses and everybody else here at Riley who's taken so much care of her and has helped us.
The staff here is just amazing. The care that they give is amazing. You honestly can tell that they genuinely care and love what they do here. You don't get that everywhere. So being able to know that people are truly doing it from their heart is a great reason to give back to Riley. I couldn't even put in words how thankful I am for them, because if it wasn't for them, Kaden wouldn't be here.
What I would say to the donors that have made the Fetal Medicine Center possible is thank you. I was given the resources that I needed. I was given confidence. I was given professionals that knew what they were talking about. I felt like I had the best people on my side in a moment where I needed the best people on my side. And I really feel like Jameson is here today and has a really good shot at a wonderful, fulfilling life because of the group of people that have helped care for him.
Riley is hope, plain and simple. It's a place that you dread to come, but when you get here, you think, this is it. This is what I was looking for. This is my hope.
The Riley experience has been amazing. Everybody really works together to make it about your child. They're seeing, thousands and thousands of other children for whatever reason, but right now it's your child and what your child's going through. It's not just about your child too, they want to make sure that as their caregiver, you're okay and that you understand what's going on. And they really want to make everybody comfortable and to be able to walk away comfortable.
If I could say anything to the doctors and nurses and all the support staff that was there along the way when Bo was getting his treatments in and out of the hospital, it's just, we can't thank you enough. We don't have enough gratitude to express our thanks to the care and the love and the attention that you gave to Bo.
I can't say enough about Riley because you can't put an amount on saving your child's life. If you were a donor sitting in front of me, I don't think I would say anything. I'd just give you a great big hug because it means the world.